Mark speaking. How can I place your call?
Hi, I was wondering if there was someone I could speak with.
There doesn't seem to be anybody available right now.
It's really urgent.
I'm sure it is, ma'am. Maybe give us a call back tomorrow.
That's what they told me before. Is there anyone I could speak with now?
I'm sorry, ma'am. There's no one who can help you at this moment. The best I can do is say try again later.
There isn't a day that we don't get a call from a rabbi, an educator, a parent, a victim, asking us how to handle a situation or if we have a resource for them. We try not to put anybody on hold, which means that we try and help them find a resource, even if we can't provide them with the service that they need right on the spot, but very often we can. When we answer the call and we say, hello, this is Project Sarah, how can I help you? We really mean that. We want to be a resource for people who are in trouble or who have a trauma happen to their family and they just don't know how to handle it.
When I came in for the first time, I was really at a low place. I was having suicidal thoughts. I was thinking about different ways I might hurt myself, kill myself. I wanted to escape the world, and I just felt like I couldn't manage. It was clear that Project Sarah was really the place for me to be, and realized that I wasn't alone in this, and that actually unfortunately, a lot of Jewish women are dealing with these struggles or have a history of being abused or assaulted. And
I just felt guilty at that point. I just felt, wow, I've given him so many chances and I've made so many excuses for him over and over. And now my innocent children are being abused. But I was at a point I said, you know what, this isn't a game. You can't say these things about Daddy. You have to tell me exactly what it was that he was doing. And what my son described to me was some of the things that my husband used to do to me. He just forced himself on me, the things that he did to my son, exactly what my son had said. And then I knew then that I said, there was no, after that, I was out. I was done. I wanted it done with.
there are times when I didn't want to leave my bed, and I felt horrible. I felt guilty for making my children see me like this.
Our school's had the real honor and privilege of working closely with Project Sarah over the past 5 years, and in particular in the Aleinu Child Safety Program. Each and every summer, Project Sarah comes in and they do training for our staff, initially for our entire staff, and now for new members of our faculty. As a principal and as an educator, we are constantly thinking about all the things that go into the education of a child today. Of course, their academic growth, their spiritual growth, and additionally, of course, their emotional growth.
I'm here today to teach you guys about safety. Do you guys know what safety is?
In that regard, we have not yet seen a program like Project Sarah or the Aleinu program that's come into our modern Orthodox community that addresses those issues in a professional, respectful, thoughtful, and caring manner. This is a way to educate, to start early, to teach young children what it means to stay safe, to protect themselves, and I think that the ability to have long-term impact on our broader community is really important. It's very deep and it's very, very profound. And to share this with our Jewish community is a real gift. And Project Sarah's impact should be applauded and recognized, and hopefully continue to expand, because it's something our community really needs.
This year we are honoring 3 unbelievable young women, and we owe them a huge debt of gratitude for all the work that they did for us.
Project Sarah felt it was important to have young people involved, and we were eager to contribute in any way we could. Our involvement started with the breakfast, and then we also were able to bring workshops to the young community, which taught parents how to prepare their children for the summer camp experience.
Project Sarah started running pre-summer camp workshops for young parents in the community, equipping us with questions to speak to our kids about. As a mom, I felt much more confident sending my kids off to camp, knowing that I had spoken with them and they knew they could always come to me.
It was also a great way to introduce younger people from the community to the services that Project Sarah offers. Project Sarah is such a valuable organization that really helps so many, and whatever we can do to help them as a volunteer is always so appreciated.
We know how important it is for us to work together with the rabbis to get families in crisis the help that they need. In Bergen County in particular, we have had a wonderful relationship with the rabbis.
Project Sarah performs a very important function within the Orthodox community at large, and that is that it shines a bright light on an area of reality that we'd rather not look at, and that is it forces us to confront the fact that domestic violence and that abuse exists within our community. We're not immune to this problem, and that we need to confront it, we need to deal with it. Second of all, it provides us with an avenue and with the mechanism for dealing with these issues. Project Sarah provides all sorts of services to the victims of these crimes, victims who otherwise have nowhere else to turn. Project Sarah also provides a very important service to rabbis like me. There are people who come to us for all sorts of issues, and one of the first things you have to learn as a rabbi is what you're able to do and when you've reached the point where you need to refer. And you need to have someone to refer to. You need to have an organization to turn to. You need to have an organization that can advise you and that can give you best practices in areas that you may not know about. We sometimes need to underscore and recognize again in our lives is the importance of the family in the Jewish community. It's the most important educational unit within Judaism. And a family is built on trust, and a family is built upon caring. And when something happens within the family, and the family is not healthy, you need somewhere to go. And Project Sarah provides us with that address.
We have gained so much that I feel blessed that I know if there are other women in my situation that don't know how to get out, I wish that they knew about a place like this to get that help.
Now I feel like I have the tools to really navigate a healthy relationship and hopefully build a really healthy home for my family, so that hopefully my kids will, be the ones benefiting from the work that I've done and from the, pain that I've gone through.
Project Sarah has been around for 18 years, Chai, and the symbol in terms of what it means for someone who feels like their life has been sucked out of them to now have it restored in the way that Project Sarah is there to restore life. Somebody who's been sexually abused feels like a part of them has been killed. And that's why we're so committed to the work of helping children prevent sexual abuse while we're in so many schools, and we're honoring those who have supported this work this morning. So with Project Sarah, we hope to continue with your help to give the message of life to families, to children, and to everyone in the Jewish community.
Hello?
Good morning, Project Sarah, Elke Stein speaking.
Hi, I was wondering if I could speak with someone now.
Absolutely. I'm here to listen.
Oh, finally, thank God. I really need help.